welcome to today's Speaker Card reading. Today's topic is compliments your bosses and co-workers give you secretly behind your back, and for that you have two piles as usual. Pile number 1 and pile number 2. Now let's get started. And guys, if you like my content, then please hit the like button, subscribe and share. Let's get started. Hello, pile one. Let's see the compliments your bosses and your co-workers give you behind your back secretly. Clearly, they say that you are a very ambitious person. They literally feel a lot of your colleagues and co-workers who started at your level, you have gone a notch or two higher. They haven't. In the same time frame, you have worked very hard. What I'm seeing is there is a lot of envy coming your way, clearly because of the progress that you guys have managed to make. What they're not seeing is the amount of hard work you guys have put in. They compliment you on your ambition. They are jealous of the success. They wish they had it for their own. But what they're not seeing is the amount of midnight oil you have burned to reach wherever you have. You have always been there. You have always done the things that were necessary. You have always done those extra work, gone that extra mile. At times you haven't been even rewarded for all the hard work that you have put in to reach wherever you have reached today. Clearly, they also call you like a person who is very dynamic, very colorful, who is very you look dapper in whatever you wear. You are somebody who is very colorful kind of a personality. But with this devil card, what I'm saying is on the surface, you are a very smart, suave, gorgeous or handsome depending on your gender, very well dressed, well spoken, ready to hit the goal, that kind of a person. But on the inside you're actually a very down to earth, very hardworking, nose to the grindstone kind of a person who has worked very hard to reach wherever they have today. You have reached a position in your life thanks to your own hard work, to your own capabilities. But people, what they see you is your ambition. They see you, your dynamism, your colorful behavior. A lot of you, I'm getting, maybe are quite a bit flirtatious because you're getting a lot of attention. No matter where you go, you tend to get a lot more attention than the rest. The way you dress, the way you speak, the way you present yourself is very attractive. But on the inside, I'm seeing that most of you are very hardworking people. No wonder you have reached wherever you have because of your sheer hard work. You are a go-getter. You are a person from the early, from your early childhood, you have always been, if you put your mind to something, you get it done. You have that ambitious go-getter, proactive kind of energy about you, which your bosses, your co-workers tend to compliment you on. Actually, they cannot, most of your co-workers, they can't match your energy. That is something that I can see. You're very energetic. A lot of you could be like having infectious amount of energy. Two of Wands, you guys are very competitive, right? You know what? You do not give a free pass to anybody, not even to your boss. If they come, they stand opposite to you in a versus situation, you would not give a free pass to anybody. That is something that your colleagues and bosses talk about, and that is true as well. You are a very competitive person. You came from nowhere and have achieved quite a bit already. As I said, those of your co-workers who started at your level, they are almost there. But you guys have gone a notch or two higher already. You have, some of you have become their bosses. So that kind of an envy is coming. Like, this is a very competitive, hardworking, determined, proactive person. You're a very hardworking person. With that 7 of Pentacles, you have always been very hardworking. What they also accept is, you had sown the seeds earlier, which you're reaping the results of. Today, you are reaping the results of all the seeds that you have been sowing for ages. Also, with this Raven, what it shows is you are You have all the blessings of your ancestors. You have the blessings of your ancestors with you. That's what your bosses and co-workers feel like. This is a person, some of you probably even started working in your late teens. Like, you started working in order to pay for your expenses, your education partially. Even with your expenses, with your earnings, you helped your parents out paying their bills. You have seen those topsy-turviness in your during your childhood, which gave you extra amount of grit. There is a gritty thing that is coming. Okay, you are also a very good multitasker. You could be like, at your workplace you could be great at two to three things. Like, you have made yourself to your boss a very indispensable kind of a person, somebody who is great at a lot of things, and you can do a lot of things, and with massive amount of efficiency. I'm seeing a lot of efficiency, a lot of discipline that you have brought on table. Also, some of you could be like having one day job, maybe one or two side hustles which tend to give you something extra, plus your family life, and everything you tend to manage pretty well. That kind of a vibe also I'm getting for some of you. You are the architect of your own destiny. You are very hardworking. Some of you are totally self taught. Some of you could be having a work where your hands tend to be used a lot. A writer, a doctor, a surgeon, a dentist, a nurse, a chef, a computer coder, a trader, a teacher, a writer. Anything where your hands are being used, you literally have created your own life, your own career. A lot of you are self taught in your career. A lot of things, maybe some certifications and all such stuff, you did on your own. You are self taught. That can be seen for a lot of you. Like, you are a very self motivated kind of a person, very like, if no one else helps me, I'm gonna help myself and move ahead in life. That kind of a mindset you have. Ace of Pentacles, yeah, you're very good at making money. The compliments you receive from your bosses and co-workers is, this is a person who has a very good sense about money. That is something that I can see a lot of you have had a difficult childhood, where probably, I'm just saying, probably your parents were not that great with money, or maybe money was always short growing up. So you were like, what, come what may, my money situation has to be very, very stable. And that is something that you have implemented right from your teenage years to early 20s. You started investing, you started saving, like, whatever you earn, you try to save as much as you can. You have never squandered your money, your hard earned money away. That is another thing that your bosses and your co-workers tend to compliment you on. All right, guys, if you like my content up till now, then guys, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. I'm trying to restart my channel. If you like my content, then please support my channel. Thank you. Seven of Swords, you are a person who is genuinely very calculating. You are a person, see, this guy with all his ammunitions is hiding behind the trees, because there are three guys here, and he knows if he goes straight, he will not win. He will lose the battle in all probability. So he is waiting for his chances so that when they get distracted, he would make the first attack on them. So that kind, like, very calculating. For you, it's almost like a chess game. Life to you is like a chess game. That's what your bosses compliment you on. Maybe a lot of your co-workers will call you an opportunist. Like, they always search for that right opportunity. But you know what, you should be a little bit opportunistic, especially when it comes to your work, because there you're not there to do charity, right? You are there to go up and climb those so-called ladders in life. Absolutely, if you have been that way, congratulations. Ace of Pentacles, okay, so you are also very driven and passionate about your work. your bosses and co-workers think that you are a fantastic, like you are a workaholic, fantastic worker, like your work ethics is impeccable, your ideas could be very out of the box, you're very passionate and extremely driven when it comes to your work, when it comes to the ideas that you bring on table regarding your work. And excuse me, you guys, like your bosses are extremely impressed by what you bring on table. I'm sorry, I'm having a little bit of cold issues, that's why I couldn't bring the videos last 2 days, but I'm trying to again get into the normal routine of things. Let's see what happens. Wheel of Fortune. You know what? Number 10, it shows a new beginning in tarot. What I'm seeing is with this Wheel of Fortune, you guys, a lot of you guys have literally turned your wheels of fate into wheels of fortune and wheels of favor. Something that has turned into your favor. I'm seeing a lot of you have literally managed to turn the wheels of fate into wheels of fortune. Like something, the wheels have turned in your favor. Like with your own hard work, with your own passion, determination, and hard work, and the blessings of your ancestors, and your even your parents are your ancestors in a way, right? So your wills have turned in your favor because of all of this. Also, what I'm seeing, a lot of you guys are celebrating certain major life milestones, and like a lot of you could be getting some promotion, some pay rise in the next 3 to 6 months, or maybe you have already received one in the last what 5 6 months. You guys, a lot of you guys could have received some major pay rise, or maybe a promotion that you were looking forward to for a long time. Or maybe another thing is, I'm getting that you also are a very good friend. You have a support system of 2 or 3 friends for some of you, and that is something that your bosses and your co-workers talk about, compliment you on, that this is a person who has a very good friend circle. I can that also something. At office, maybe at your workplace, you have a very supportive friend circle. Two of Cups, you are a person who is very, like you are a very attractive kind of a person, somebody who is very attractive, somebody who is very uh, uh, attractive, and and a very good arm candy, somebody a lot of people will be hankering over. That kind of a person you are. I'm seeing like your bosses, like a lot of your colleagues and bosses would love to hit on you, but since it's a workplace scenario, they don't. A lot of them would love to take you out on a date. You are a very attractive, a very hot property in that way, if you know, a very desirable person. Yes, of course, it's been, I love this confirmational messages. A lot of your, in fact, bosses would love to take you out on a date, or maybe would be looking for a longer term relationship. I'm not seeing flings here. I'm seeing a long term relationship potential for a lot of you. Like, had it not been the office scenario or workplace scenario, a lot of them would have wanted that. Six of Pentacles, you are a charitable person. I'm seeing you being somebody who is extremely generous, who is extremely giving, who is very compassionate, ethical, nurturing, somebody who has given a lot. And I'm seeing you are a person who is known for their charitable activities, who is known for their donations. That is another thing that your bosses compliment you on, your co-workers compliment. This is a person who tend to give away a lot of their wealth, a lot of their stuff to others. Nine of Pentacles, you are a person who is you are going through a very good phase in your life. It shows, I love this card. With this Nine of Pentacles, you are going through an abundant phase in your life. That's what I'm seeing. You are going through a big abundant phase in your life. Wise one, grow within your current situation. You have grown way wiser. I can see that you have grown into a person who is very wise, very determined, very driven, very focused, extremely wise as a person, very wise. Your wisdom is something that your bosses, like, in decision making, it's your wisdom that has helped you a lot. That's what your coworkers and bosses compliment you on. It's time to take action. A lot of you could be Aries, Sagittarius, and Leos, by the way. Geminis can also be seen. Librans can also be seen. Very fair and square people. You are always very action oriented, very proactive, action oriented, focused, driven, determined. These are the adjectives that your bosses and your co-workers would give you. Like, this is a person who is very action oriented, very focused, very driven. Spider. What a wild web we weave, dear child, a delicious mystery untamed. You are a person who is extremely driven. You are a person who is like, not just that, you tend to shroud yourself into a web of mystery. A lot of you are being perceived as a very mysterious person, somebody who cannot be decoded easily, somebody who knows what their priorities in life are, somebody who is like, for a lot of you, Scorpio can be significant. People tend to know about you a lot, but knowing you in person is not something that they have done much of. Okay. Daughters of a mother, workers of the unknown, take with you on this journey all that you own. You have literally created the path for your own self. You are a person, excuse me, who is a very self-made person, who is a very determined, self-made, driven person, a determined, self-made, driven person. That is who you are, and that's the compliment that you receive from your bosses and co-workers. Sage, be devoted and committed. You are a very committed and devoted kind of a person. Disciplined, dedicated, focused, action oriented, committed, devoted. These are the adjectives I can think of. Have faith in your dreams. You are a person who has a lot of faith in their dreams. You are a person who has a lot of faith in your dreams. And even those times when you didn't have anything, maybe your colleagues would laugh at you when you would talk about your dreams. Today, you have gone far ahead of most of those people who used to once laugh at you. And now they are realizing that, what, this is a person who had a lot of faith in their dreams and abilities, even when they were like way far ahead, like away from them. You guys believed in those impossible dreams, and that's why they are a reality today. That's why you are way ahead of them, birthing a new age. Literally, a lot of you have come so far that it's like, for you, a lot of you with that wheel of fortune and birthing a new age, you have had a new phase in life that you have started, which is fresh, where people are respectful of you, where people, there's been a phase in your life when people used to literally pull you down, put you down, would like literally would not take you seriously. There was a time like when you had to endure a lot of like being belittled for no good reason, but today you are no longer that way. They're like, those are the people who are looking up to you, with who are talking, we are like saying things with a lot of respect today, because they know that you are somebody who is worthy of that. Confidence is the key to your success, Leo. Leo can be significant for a lot of you, for sure. Absolutely, Leo can be significant. Like, seriously, I'm seeing, like, what, people compliment you on the confidence, but what I'm saying is, this confidence is something that you didn't have initially. But what, practice makes you perfect. You have practiced being confident, and today people are complimenting you that this is a person who have achieved so much because they had belief in their dreams and the confidence in their abilities and into the universe. That is what the compliments, like, that is why your bosses compliment you. You are good enough. They feel you're very capable, very resourceful, extremely, like, a lot of you could also be Virgos. Yes, A lot of you could be Virgos. That's what I was thinking. Like, you're a very regimented, disciplined, focused kind of a person who can keep doing the same boring task over and over again. Mountain, stand your ground. You are also somebody who has the backbone to stand their ground. If you feel that something is right for you, something is not right for you, both ways, you can stand up and speak your truth. Having the guts to speak their truth is something that your bosses and co-workers compliment you on. A fiery climax approaches, a lot of them feel that you are gonna make it really big. That's the compliment, that this is a person who's gonna make a bank in their lifetimes. That's how they see you. You're very brave, very honest. Especially your bosses feel that you are a very brave and honest and hardworking person, which will give you a lot of, these are the qualities, fine qualities that are gonna give you massive amount of success. That's what they feel. Your hard work is paying off. Capricorn can also be significant for a lot of you. And what they feel is, you have always been a very hardworking person, and today it's your hard work that is paying off. Your determination, your belief, your confidence, that is paying off today. Stargazers, set your sights higher. A lot of you are very ahead of your times. You're like, initially, whenever you put forth some of your ideas, people tend to laugh at you, but like 5 years down the line, they become a reality. That is something a lot of your bosses tend to compliment you on. Also, having your eyes, your sights at a higher level shows that you have been a very ambitious person. Your ambition has been a key in your life as well. Bring love into the situation. You love what you do. Aquarius can be significant. You love what you do. You are somebody who does not look at their work as chores. Instead, for you, it's something that you love doing. Blue Heron, make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. You are like this, you are known to speak the unpopular truth. At times when we stand up and say the unpopular truth, we tend to get a lot of judgment and disapproval. You know it, but still, you're one of those people who has set that example of standing up and saying that, the king is naked, that kind of a thing. Peacock, let yourself stand out and be noticed. You are somebody who is literally standing out, who is being noticed a lot, who is getting noticed a lot these days. All right. Lighthouse, don't doubt your worth. You are a person who has literally, I'm always enough. You have a lot of faith in your own abilities, in your dreams. Like, as I said, this is a repeat message that, you always had that faith in yourself, and that is something that your bosses, your co-workers compliment you on. That, this person, when none of us believed in them, they believed in their own self. Goal, you don't need someone else to fix you. Yeah, you are a person who does not need others to fix themselves. Confidence, it comes with time and practice. Exactly. You know what? There was already the confidence is the key to your success. Now it comes with time and practice. You were not confident once, but you kept at it, kept doing the same thing, and that makes you confident, very efficient at your work as well. Start a revolution. A lot of you are being seen as a rebel. You tend to stand up and protest. You tend to stand up for justice. For a lot of you are could be very justice driven, could be into the legal and advocacy field as well. Paralegal, legal and advocacy field as well. All right, you deserve the sugar, not salt. There was a time when people would put you down and you wouldn't say anything. You would not put them back into their place. But today, you are a person who has learned how to treat the bullies. Somebody tries to disrespect you, you give them the reply, and the bullies tend to stay the heck away from you. That's what I'm seeing. Slay them all. You are a person. See this girl having a prosthetic leg, she is going to slay the dragons. You are like this girl who is so courageous that you can literally face a dragon with one foot. That kind of courage, and people really compliment you on that. You have made, a lot of you have made some real bold moves in your careers, which your bosses, your co-workers tend to really compliment you on. Princess, you can be your own knight. You are a very, very courageous person. Repeat message that you're a very bold, very brave, dependable, courageous kind of an individual. All right, guys, I hope you have had some clarity over your situation, guys. If yes, please, please, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Namaste. Your support means the world to me. So if you like my content, please support my. Hello, hello, pile 2. Let's see what compliments your bosses and co workers give you secretly behind your back. Wow. Eight of Swords. A lot of you have struggled quite a bit in life. I'm seeing clearly, like, you have had a past, especially in the workplace, where you have been heckled, where you felt totally like this, being in bondage, where you are unable to make any move on your own, where you felt really stuck. There was a phase in your life, especially in your career, where you felt like, as I said, being very stuck, like doing all the work but not getting promoted, not getting their dues, is what I'm seeing. And you literally had a lot of resentment. You know what? Literally, a lot of you have, excuse me, you guys have actually changed quite a few jobs, and you always felt the same way, as if the same karmic cycle got repeated with you, like over and over again. It almost felt like your life was making a cruel joke, was cracking a cruel joke with you. Every time, wherever you went, things would still feel stuck. You know what? But the Four of Cups, what I'm seeing is, when you're feeling so helpless, there were two more cups which the universe was offering to you, which you were not able to see because you were so drowned in your current reality. And what I'm seeing is, you guys actually where you are today is because of these two cups that you couldn't see right at that moment. A lot of you probably were more depressed about the doors that were closed already, but today where you're standing is because you were pretty dismayed. You were so dismayed with this Eight of Swords and this Nine of Swords. Typically, I'm seeing like you still get nightmares when you think of that phase. But today you are at a better phase. It's because you kept the persistence going. You were persistent. With the Strength card, people compliment you on your resilience. You were dismayed, you wanted to give up, but you didn't. Guess what? That's something that is giving you the success, the positivity that you have in your life today. It's because you learned from your past, the mistakes you made, the people you trusted, everything you learned and implemented. And your bosses and co-workers also compliment you on the resilience and persistence that you bring on table, the wisdom that you bring on table. See, she's so strong that a bear is her pet, not anything, not a cat, a dog. It's a bear who is her pet, because she's that strong. And your bosses actually, now the situation is such, when there is this, like, the toughest things that you're, like, anybody around you is unable to crack, that goes to you, because your bosses know that this is a person who can, if anyone can crack it in this office, it's this person. You are that go-to troubleshooter for a lot of them. All right, the Chariot card. Typically, you have made a lot of progress. You have seen a lot of failure. You have seen a lot of backstabbing. You have seen a lot of, like, that stuck energy, that narcissistic group manipulation. You have faced smear campaigning. Those things you have been through. Today you have moved ahead. Today you have moved forward in life. Today you're facing a much better way, satisfying lifestyle. I can see that you are a person today who has progressed, who is not stuck in their past, but somebody who is raring to go, who has embraced their current life, who has embraced their current reality, and is raring to go and achieve something way bigger than what they have already achieved. With this Eight of Pentacles, your bosses and co-workers also compliment you on your work ethics. You are known for impeccable work ethics. I can see a lot of you are known for your work ethics like it's no one else's business. You are, like, usually you're one of those initial people to arrive at the office, and of course one of the later ones to leave. Very workaholic. Maybe some people will call you, oh yeah, they are just workaholics who just work. They don't have any work life balance. Maybe that part is true. That could hurt your health or family life. But having said that, your even your biggest detractors would say one thing, that this is a person who has impeccable work ethics. All right, the Magician card. Clearly, you know what you need to realize and keep in mind is the Magician is literally the alchemist of his own destiny. The Magician has all the four elements of nature which he uses to manifest his current reality or a better future. So what I'm seeing is you have literally manifested this reality into being with your manifestation power. So people around you tend to compliment you on your awesome manifestation capabilities. Two of Wands. You literally hold the key to your success, to your destiny, and you have come a long way in life. You are a person who has come such a long way in life. You have achieved so much, you have been through so much, and you don't really care. Like, you have achieved so much through sheer hard work, focus and determination. And I can see that you guys, like, going forward, you're gonna achieve a lot more because of the sheer determination, focus and manifestation abilities that you bring on table. And that is something that your bosses and co-workers both tend to really compliment you on. All right. Yeah, you have a very, like, a gorgeous aura about you. The aura of a successful person. Like, you were born to be a successful person. A lot of people probably actually say that this is a person, see, she's conquering. So you were born to conquer. She or he doesn't matter. It's like gender neutral. Try and understand that most of my visitors are females. That's why I use probably the she more rather than the he, but it's a gender neutral. Whichever way you want to identify yourself is your take. All right, so your bosses especially tend to compliment you on the fact that you are like, you have the aura of a successful person, somebody who does not give up, instead somebody who is here to win the battle. All right, guys, up till now, if you like my content, then guys, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Your support means the world to me. I'm trying to restart my channel, so if you like my content, guys, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. You are somebody who lives with an attitude of gratitude. See, this guy is really appreciative of all the wealth and stability. You know, with wealth, with abundance, what comes is stability. That is something that was missing once upon a time in your life. So when people around you tend to cry, creep, complain about smaller things, there was a time you probably didn't have enough food to put on table for like 2 square meals and to like feed your kids. You didn't have enough money to do that, so you had to always be very anxious. So today, thankfully, you have come a long way. And whenever the smaller things, hiccups as I call it, when life will have hiccups, but you are somebody who is totally not perturbed by those. And that is something that your colleagues tend to really compliment you on as well. You are somebody who is very generous. There was a time when life was very difficult for you, and there were some people, if they hadn't helped you out, you would have been on the streets. Probably some of you have been through that kind of crisis. So today, you also try to extend your hands to those people who are in need. A lot of you could be Librans, and also I'm seeing a lot of you are very popular amongst your juniors, because you tend to help your juniors at your workplace quite a bit. Those especially who are like struggling to make it really big, you try to help them out a lot. Queen of Cups, you are a person who is like, a Queen of Cups is a very wise person. They have endured a lot. They have a lot of emotional maturity. Queen of Cups with the Queen, a lot of emotions are there, but whom to offer it to and whom not to offer it to, and how much to offer. So that selectivity has arrived, that emotional maturity to not throw the pearls at swine is something that you have. You are an emotionally very mature person, somebody who is at a higher position and have no problem sharing their wealth of wisdom, wealth of knowledge, not just physical wealth, with others. And that is something that your bosses and co-workers compliment you on, that you are a very, not just abundant, but emotionally also, not just materialistically, even emotionally very fulfilled and abundant kind of a person. Nine of Wands, you are a very desirable person. You are a somebody who is extremely desirable, somebody who is, as I said, very hot. A lot of you could also be Leo. Some of you could also be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Leo, Sagittarius. These are the primary things that I can see. Some Capricorns can also be seen. Very, very much so. Capricornian, but Virgo, Capricorn, like very workaholic, work oriented, focus. Yeah, even Pisceans can be pretty workaholic given the right, Cancer and Pisces, given the right kind of environment. Three of Cups, you are a person who is literally, I'm seeing two things here. First of all, a lot of you are like, you're getting some major pay raise, or you have just received some major pay raise, pay hike, or some side hustle you are working on is at last taking off. B, I'm seeing with this lizard heads, these are like a lot of gossip going on about you behind your back. Your bosses and some of your co-workers are gossiping. There is some kind of an upgradation in your lifestyle that has happened, and people around you are noticing that. Even your bosses are gossiping about that. So that's that. So be a little bit careful. You're a very wise person. It's a repeat message that your bosses, even your bosses, not just your co-workers, they feel that this is a very wise person. You are known for your wisdom, for your financial acumen, those kind of things you are known for. Judgment, you are a person who is extremely free spirited, somebody who is very, you're free spirited, you're known for your better judgment, you are known to live your life on your own terms. You are a person who knows what is right and wrong for them, and you are willing to go after it. Today you no longer care. I'm seeing you get judged a lot, left, right, center. The compliments at times are like, oh, you must be like, life must have gotten a lot easier because now that you're living a better quality life. So that kind, like a prickly compliments tend to come your way, but you barely care. You are one of those people who tend to live their life, who believes in living their lives on their own terms, like literally dancing to the tunes of their own beats. Shed old skin. You are a person who is like a snake, somebody. You used to be a different person once upon a time. Today you have changed a lot. There was a time when you had totally given up on life. From there, today you are a person who is raring to go, who is raring to conquer the world. There were people in your life who literally only took from you without giving much, and you have learned to let them go. You have ended a lot of emotionally turmoil field relationships for sure. Choose your path. You are literally, a lot of you are very self-reliant, who are walking on their own chosen paths. That's what your bosses feel, that a lot of you are very, like, extremely independent, very self-reliant, very dependable. These are the compliments your bosses and co-workers give you, guys. Take charge with authority. Yeah, even your bosses, I'm seeing some of you, your bosses probably feel threatened by your presence, because you have a very authoritative presence. You have a natural leadership skill and quality about you, and people tend to listen to you a lot. All right. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Some of you, literally, what I'm seeing is you guys have transformed. I'm getting strong Scorpio or strong Pluto ish vibes. Like first house Pluto, seventh house Pluto, 10th house Pluto, 12th house Pluto, those kind of positions. Or Scorpio ascendant, Sun, Moon, rising, anything in Scorpio, like a Saturn in Scorpio, a Mars in Scorpio, a strong Scorpio positioning I can see, and you guys have literally managed to transform yourself into a better and upgraded version of your own self. Eagle. See from the higher perspective, literally, I can see that you are a person who has a much higher, much better perspective about their own self. You have a more leadership, like your leadership qualities are top notch. That's what I'm seeing. Connect with the emotions. You are somebody who is extremely connected with your emotions. You are a person, only those of us who are very emotionally very matured are the ones who are very deeply connected with our emotions. In today's day and age, we are more stuck in the social media loop, in this hyper connected network loop. So very few of us can actually breathe in and tend to take the time out to connect and know what we want for ourselves. You are one of those people. That's the compliment that comes your way secretly behind your back, from your bosses, from your co-workers, that this is a very mature, dependable person. Yeah, Cat, very independent person. It's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your over dependency on others. There was a time when you used to be very emotionally or otherwise very dependent on others, but today you are no longer so. Today you no longer depend on others. You are today a person who knows what their worth is, who is willing to fight for their own position in their lives. Communication is key, Gemini. All right, Gemini could be significant for some people. You guys, a lot of you are known for your oratory skills. Like your bosses, your co-workers tend to compliment you on your communication skills, on your eloquence. Maybe some of you speak multiple languages with ease and elan. So those are the things I can see, that you are a very good speaker, a very good orator. Speeches are like very well received. Your speeches are very well received. Those are the compliments. All right, surround yourself with a protective energy. A lot of you have a very strong, like, you guys are very divinely blessed. That's what people feel around, like your people around you tend to feel that this is a person who has that blessing on their head. Some people are very divinely blessed and divinely guided, and you are one of those. Mirror guardian, take time to reflect. Self reflection is another thing I'm seeing. Like self reflection is key. You guys have had a situation in your life where you have reflected on your own stuff, and I'm seeing like this self reflection has really given you some major benefits in life. That's what I'm seeing. And you know what, a person who is able to reflect and to self reflect, seeing yourself like in front of the mirror and saying the truth, is something that takes a lot of courage to do, a lot of integrity, and people, your bosses, tend to compliment you on that. Hold your vision. Your co-workers and your bosses also feel that you are a visionary. Why? Because a lot of you have your own ambitions regarding where you want to be at, like 5 years down the line, 3 years down the line. Like They are here to work, but you are here to build something of your own, a career, something that you look forward to get up and work on. These are the qualities of a leader, a visionary. These are the things, these are the compliments even your bosses give you. And I'm seeing a lot of your bosses are pretty insecure about your, like, you being this ambitious, believing in the impossible. There was a time when you literally felt stuck, as if the whole world is against you. It felt so bad, so weird, so, like, so unreal in a lot of ways. But today you are at a better position, and you know what, your bosses, your colleagues, they accept that, you know what, there was a time when none of us, we believed in this person, but they believed in the impossible things, that, you know what, my life will turn around. And today, voila, that thing, that day has arrived, and you guys are seeing a way better situation, way better life. And they are really praising you for the belief that you had in you. You never gave up on your own self. That's what I'm seeing. Expect a powerful change. Yeah, they expect you to make it really big. A lot of success and happiness. Like, they really, what the compliments that your bosses and co-workers give, that this is a person who is meant to achieve some bigger, better things, like way bigger than where they are today. A lot of you, like, they literally feel that you're gonna make it so big that your name would be in on social media, like, like a celebrity, even at a local level. Some of you actually have that potential. That is something. Some of you could be. I'm sorry, I moved the everything, the setup, I moved. All right, sorry. So the thing is, actually, what I'm getting, for a lot of you, you could become a disruptive entrepreneur. This disruptive entrepreneur setup that is going on these days. A lot of you could be actually into that, into coding and whatnot, and make it really big. That is something that I can see. I could literally hear that when I was trying to deliver this message. The disruption part was coming. All right, embrace the energy of peace. A lot of you are known for being a peacemaker. When there are like two people fighting, you could be that mature person who could stand calm and stand in between them, and like draw a resolution. And people tend to compliment you on that. Very A lot of you are very graceful. You have a lot of fan following at your workplace. You're very graceful. You have a certain kind of aura, persona about you, which makes a lot of people really respect you for who you are. All right, Tiger, you're being called upon to provide leadership. So trust that you're capable of doing so. Yeah, you are a born leader. Mostly, even your bosses are a little bit threatened by the natural leadership skills that you are born with. Forgive. A lot of you have literally managed to forgive your past, to let your past failures go. When you travel light, things, life gets easier. A lot of you are very justice oriented. Some of you could be into legal and paralegal or into advocacy, but mostly you are like, you tend to stand up against any kind of injustice that happens against anybody, and you're known for that. Expectations, don't seek anyone else's approval. You have stopped. There was a time when you were a people pleaser. You cared too much about what others would say, think, and do. But today, you don't care anymore. Garden, something lovely will grow from this. You are a person. See, in this garden, from the dirt, they have been able to grow so many beautiful flowers. Like you, out of nowhere, you some of you literally came from nowhere and have succeeded so much in life. That's the compliment, that this is a person who has literally manifested such a great life out of nowhere. Treat your body like the palace it is. I'm seeing an increase in self confidence and self belief. There was a time when you didn't believe in yourself. You were a people pleaser. You trusted people too much. And today, you have become a person who only trusts their own self. Somebody who has succeeded so much just by trusting their own instincts and gut. Spaceship. Don't be afraid to sing. You are a person who is not afraid to sing. You are a person who does not really care what others would say, think, and do about you. Release your guilt. You know, you have learned to say no. With this card I get is, you know what your bosses really compliment you on, that you have started becoming more of the person that you're supposed to be. You are becoming more unapologetically your own self. You no longer care, like they will criticize me, let them do it. You know what, I'm still gonna be 100% very authentically my own self. And that is something your co-workers and your bosses are complimenting you, though they are a little bit intimidated, but they're still really impressed by the change that you have had. And that change has come because of the success. I'm seeing some major success literally kissing your feet. All right, guys, I hope you have had some clarity over your situation. If yes, guys, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Guys, your support means the world to me. So, thank you. Namaste. If you like my content, please support my channel.